Okay, we're live. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this afternoon. This is Mike Sneed coming to you from Appliance Boot Camp. Like always, I put it out there a little early, so I'm going to give YouTube a few minutes to let everybody know that we are here now, that we are live. I want to thank everybody that's going to be joining us tonight. Thank those that are already here in the box. I want to thank BK from the Rockies. I saw he was here early. I want to appreciate that. Also, I want to thank everybody. We got our appliance boot camp coming up this weekend. So we have two live events coming up this weekend. We got one this weekend, then we got another one in 2 weeks. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody who's gonna come up this weekend. I want to shout out Greg B. Also, thanks Greg B. for linking me up with Chris Stokes. Him and I had a great conversation this afternoon. I appreciate that. If Chris Stokes is watching, looking forward to us linking up in person. We're going to make arrangements for us to kind of get together. Also, I want to thank Reggie from New Jersey, for linking me up with the school up in New Jersey. Him and I had a great conference call with one of the school leaders up in New Jersey. Hopefully, we can get together and put something together up there for the high school students. That was very good, and I really appreciate him making that connection. I want to appreciate the brother from the school that reached out to us and reached out to Reggie to actually do that for those high school kids. I really appreciate that. Also, if you hadn't already, you can purchase popcorn from our hit the description button. We have a link to our online store where you can buy our popcorn. We can ship it to you. Like I say, purchasing that popcorn helps create jobs for the high school kids. Also helps me to create more businesses and courses for you all, and we can ship it anywhere. And we got the gourmet popcorn. I'm really appreciate when you all buy the popcorn, and the high school kids do too. They and the post office, everybody is always excited to see where the ice cream is getting shipped to. So when I go to the post office, that's one of the things they like. I can't believe somebody buying popcorn in Washington. I can't believe they buying it in Houston, Texas. So I appreciate that, and high school kids they love to see where y'all are buying it and where we're shipping it to. So I really appreciate that. Tonight we're gonna be talking about uh, that entrepreneurs are the real kings and queens, and Dr. Claude Anderson was right. Um, about 10 years ago, I grabbed Dr. Claude Anderson book, and I got introduced to Dr. Claude Anderson. That's when YouTube was first coming out, and I forget who really introduced me to Dr. Claude Anderson. But I know YouTube was first coming out, and all these people I had never heard before. I never heard of Dr. Claude Anderson until about a little more than 10 years ago. And I was able to catch a speech that he was doing, and that speech really changed my life and really got me thinking, totally different than what I was thinking before then. And I know most of you all have heard of Dr. Anderson and actually have read his books or seen something from him. But very few people I know have been able to actually take his actual teachings and actually apply it and see if it actually works. Well, that's what I've kind of been doing for the last 10 years. In our investment group, I remember when we first got together, that's one of the things I kept talking about, Dr. Claude Anderson, Dr. Claude Anderson. Our investment group that we have, it wasn't an investment group starting off. It was what we call a men think tank. My best friend, he had put it together. I don't call his name because he's in the school system. I don't want nobody to get associated with me and all the crazy stuff I do and have to catch slack on. But he put together a men's think tank, and the men's think tank was a place we kind of came together, and we once a month, and we just discussed topics that was ideal to our community and how we could kind of fix it. And I kept saying for over and over and over, we gotta get into entrepreneurship. We gotta business is the way to go. And I kept talking about Dr. Claude Anderson to the point they probably got tired of me talking about it. And it just so happened uh, I finally convinced them to get into entrepreneurship with our investment group. And y'all see the things that we're doing. And from there, we have actually done what Dr. Claude Anderson talked about. So I'm going to actually share a video. This is the video that I shared with the group, our investment group, and kind of what the video that actually kind of changed and gave me the introduction into Dr. Claude Anderson right here. So I'm going to share this video. We're going to look at this real quick, and this is the video that kind of changed it for me. There's a direct relationship between having businesses and being in prison. Go find the Asians you can find in American prisons. They'll be in there. But 51% of your prisoners will be black because blacks don't have any businesses and industries. There's a direct link. Black folks practice group economics. Black folks practice group politics. If you don't practice, you set yourself up. I told that 5-story building, you set yourself to get wiped out. Understand the nature of racism, which is economics. If you build the first floor, it's economics. Build your business, your industry. Control buildings and industry, and put that pulls in your money. And hold that money. And practice group economics with it. Arab and Asian money bounces 12 or 13 times what it is. Jewish money bounces 18 times. Black folk got to learn how to practice group economics. Black Americans spend every penny they get outside their own community. Then you take the money and the wealth that you get from that first floor and go to the second floor. The second floor is politics. You then take that money on the first floor and you control your politics. Black folk must quit allowing people to tell them to go out and vote. Vote for what? Nobody's going to do anything for black folk in politics. Politics is controlled by money. Major corporations got the money. That's what controls politics. If you have no money, you have no say-so, you have no benefits coming. So you take your money and you control, and you take your money on the first floor, you buy every politician on the second floor. And then the politician you can't buy, you rent or lease them to get what you need. And once you get the second floor under control with the politician with your money, then you go to the third floor. The third floor is the police department and the court system. You take your money from the first floor and your politics on the second floor, and you control the court system and the police department. Then the fourth floor that is media. You then take the money that you generate off the first floor from business and industries, and you go after radio stations, TV stations, newspapers, and cable systems, so that you can now inform and communicate with your own people. Right now, black folk only control less than 35,000 of 1% of the media in the United States. Out of 12,000 radio stations, black folk own something like about 75 to 80. That's all. You own no cable systems. You don't have a daily newspaper. You have nothing of importance. You have about one black TV station. And so you can't communicate with your people. You can't inform your people. You can't do it. Then you have Rush Limbaugh and all the rest of the guys talking about racism all day long, bad mouthing, and old riots. They talk all black folk, all kind of names all day long. What are you going to do? You can't respond. You can't communicate with your own people because you don't have an economic base. That's 1% of all the prisons in the United States are black people. Even though you don't make up 12% of the population, that's all that. It's because you don't control the economics and the politics. They're going to go after the weakest people that get their hands on to incarcerate. That's black people. Okay, that was my introduction to Dr. Claude Anderson. And from there, it really struck a chord with me. Because, like I said, I know when I became an entrepreneur, my life changed. My life changed just totally. It totally changed. And I saw this. I saw what was happening behind the scenes with the politicians, and I saw how, as entrepreneurs, that how we had control of how the town and stuff went. I saw how when people were getting ready to run for office, this was in my old town, the town that I live in. I saw when us business owners got together, the politicians had came and talked to us directly. They came and they didn't go to no big meeting to talk to us. We met at somebody's house on the back deck or in the living room, in the kitchen, dining room, and we talked to the politicians directly and told them what we wanted and what we were going to do. Well, that brings me to where we're at now. The flyer that I put up. Let me see if I can share that for you all. Let me see if I can share this. I don't know if it's going to allow me to share that flyer. Well, the flyer that I got for the thumbnail. Yeah, it will. It'll allow me to share it. There you go. I'm gonna share this right here. All right. The flyer I have right here. This is the flyer for what we got coming up in 2021. Um, Jeff and I, as you see right here at the top, coffee on Rayford and old fashioned ice cream. Jeff and I, when we first came here a year ago, the town was it was nothing here. Y'all saw the videos and stuff. Nothing here. I was working on my building. He was starting on his building across the street. Him and I got together, and we came up with what we wanted this what we wanted the town to look like, and we put it together. We sat out there several every day. We'll get together and we'll talk, and we said how we wanted this town to look and what we wanted to do in this town as entrepreneurs. We did not. We went and talked to the actual the politicians and the town leaders and stuff, and our exact words were, "This is what we're going to do, and you either can do it with us, or we'll go around on top of you, but we're going to do it." And now, a year later, new city manager later, and all that stuff later. Uh, Here you go, we're doing it. And you look there, you see uh, Jeff get to pick the first band that's coming out. That's his first band he's doing on May 20th. On June the 17th, that's great because it's the weekend before Juneteenth. Mike Sneed band. So I get to choose who I want to come out. And same thing, the other business owners. You see the other business owners, they choosing their bands. And they didn't. Y'all know last time that we had the celebration that I was doing here, I wasn't able to actually block the streets off and stuff for certain reasons, COVID and other reasons, I guess, why I couldn't block the streets off. But we had a little hiccups. Uh, but did I go downtown and did I did I march? Did I protest? And did I go ask the town to make concessions and stuff? No, we didn't. We told them what we wanted, and we doing it. And the town has to come around and do what we tell them we want them to do because we own the businesses here. Jeff and I, we have a meeting. We meet all the business owners. We meet every Wednesday morning, and we meet with the town officials and stuff like that. And we decide what we're going to do. So I don't have to go vote. As a matter of fact, I can't even vote. I don't even get a vote here in this town. But I can get what I want done in this town and don't have to vote for the politicians because I own a business, because I own the property down here. Same thing, Jeff has bought other buildings down here and he's renovating them. He's doing his thing. I've got two, three, I got four buildings down here that I own. So I get to control and tell people what I want. We can push our weight around. And the other people that are in these in our meetings, they own property down here. They own businesses down here. We don't have to ask the politicians or nobody what we want to do. This right here is not the town doesn't have any money. To be honest with you, but we got the money. So this right here is stuff that we're putting together. We're doing this with our own cash. We're putting this stuff together on our own, making the town the way that we want it to be made. We don't have to go to them and ask them if they would do anything for us. Like Dr. Claude Anderson said, because I own a business on that first floor in the basement. I talked to a lot of the African Americans out here, and I asked them why they don't come downtown to any of the celebrations. And their response is that they don't feel like they're not included. That the music is not what they like. They don't like they don't feel like it's directed towards them. But hey, I can fix that. I get to choose whatever band we want, and so now I can make it. If you like nutmeg rather than cinnamon in that pot, hey, come talk to me. I get to choose the band. I'm paying for it, so hey, I can make it however I want it that day. And so that's the way you do it. You don't do it through the marching and begging somebody to have some pity on you. I haven't asked the town for nothing. I haven't asked them for nothing. None of us have. None of us have. Matter of fact, it's to the point that sometimes our meetings we have to vote if we even want them to come. Sometimes if they get to a point where they become a hindrance, we can tell them don't come to our meeting. They want to be in our meetings. We don't need to go talk to them because they know that we control the narrative that goes around. And like Dr. Claude Anderson said, if once you could get in control of the businesses and the economics, now you control everything. So now you all, because of Appliance Bootcamp, are doing so well. Let me show you what we have here now going on. The education system. This is, let me see if I can share this right here. This is my alma mater that I graduated from, North Carolina A&T. And guess what? Guess what they put together now? The Center of Excellence in Entrepreneurship and Innovation. This is now a major that you can get at North Carolina A&T. And I remember not that long ago when I was on the advisory board and I was saying stuff like this. That might have been one of the reasons why I'm not on the advisory board anymore. But here they go. Now they're jumping on it. Where now they're getting in entrepreneurship. And the great thing about this right here, I know the people who are the people who are putting this together, they're not professors. They're not the staff. These are actually entrepreneurs and real entrepreneurs. Matter of fact, my first mentor that I told you all, the guy who introduced me into entrepreneurship, he's one of the leaders putting this together. And I know over probably half of the people who are involved in this and putting this together. They serious business owners. All of them are very good, and they're actually alumni. And that's the thing I had said one time. We need to get our alumni back so they can employ people. And that's one of the I was listening to the speech the other night, and that's what what they're gearing at. They're gearing at now. They say we need to get entrepreneurs so that when our students graduate, they've been hired by 75% or more of our alumni. So our alumni are the ones coming back hiring these people. And I looked and I said, man, I knew it when I saw my man was going to be the co-chair of it. I said they're going to be straight. So now the universities are jumping into it, and they're now putting that together. And if he's a part of it, I know it's going to be straight, and it ain't going to be it's not going to be no mess. So now when we get our kids, they see us growing up through entrepreneurship and stuff. Now we have the universities now are stepping up, and we have some place for them to go. That they'll take it to the next level because those they are serious entrepreneurs and they know how to do the legacy stuff, how to pass it off and stuff. I don't know how to do that yet. I never passed it off, but those guys do. So you got this right. You got the university stepping in. The other thing too, like I said, we had a high school. Reggie and I were on a live stream earlier today with a high school, and the high school wants us to actually come in and bring our appliance boot camp in there for the young men and women to teach them entrepreneurship and to get them into the skilled trade. And it kind of made me. I was thinking about it after we get off our call. The majority of us, we still got a lot of work to do with educating everybody about how entrepreneurship is going on. I know the people who are putting together that course for North Carolina A&T. I know they got to do some type of educating of the faculty and the staff about how entrepreneurship works, how it really works. Because what happened, we talking to the guy and the principal, and we're saying let's go. We're saying let's go, let's do it. And he's great guy. But the fact that Reg and I knows entrepreneurship, we've done it, and we know it doesn't take much. Let's get these kids in and get rolling. They sometimes with the school system, and not just him. And this, I'm not knocking him or anything. It's great because he's about the third one that has came out and we talked. But I got further along with him than anybody. The other ones, I couldn't get anywhere because and he wants some of the same stuff. He wants to write out a curriculum, and he needs to get all this stuff. How long it's going to take, how much actual instruction they're going to get versus hands on. All that stuff has to be mapped out before they get taken in front of the school board. And Reg and I are like, man, let's go right now. And he's like, well, I gotta get a lab. And I'll say, hey, I'll come up there next week and I'll build a lab. Don't worry about the lab. What about the funding? Don't worry about the funding. We're talking about putting it together and flipping it, getting the kids and letting them go get appliances and flip them and selling them and putting a business together. This is why I had proposed. Instead of because they're young kids, they can't start their own appliance repair business and go out and do service calls and stuff with anybody for their sales and stuff. Because they ain't got the cars and the van and all that. They ain't got no insurance, all that stuff they don't have. But what we could do, we could let them go through all of the stuff of forming an LLC. Uh, Let them go out. They right there by the docks up in Newark, New Jersey. They could go out to the docks. We can buy where I used to buy Newark and Philly, where I used to buy my used appliances. We can just go buy probably a tractor trailer load of used appliances, bring them back to the school, tell everybody they formed a new business, and let them buy interest in the building, in the business. Everybody bring $20 or $30, and you get a percentage of this ownership into this LLC, and then what you call it, let them go out, fix the appliances, sell them, flip them. As they get the money in, they can see how their interest goes up. They can pass out dividend checks at the end every month or whatever. Just see how business come together, and it'd be self-sustaining where you got to keep putting money into it because the appliances that they be flipping be enough money to go. They have to pull the money out, go re-up, and they have to put the money. They have to do the advertising. They get to see all the stuff that business come through. And then at the end of the year, when those kids are done, they can actually cash out and just leave a little bit of working capital for the next people who come in, and they continue on. And they get to see all that stuff come together and actually put real businesses together. So I'm telling him that, and I said, man, this is the perfect thing I need. I'm saying, I come do it. I do it for free, only if you let me videotape it. Because the reason why I need to videotape it, because I need to get the word out here and show more people that this can be done. It's kind of like like I said, I'm not no religious person. I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious. But it's kind of like when they get ready to go into the promised land, and Moses, who they saying like 12? They sent like 12 people to go there and look into the promised land, and 10 people came back and said, man, we can't beat them, man. They too bad. They big. They're gonna kick our butt. Just leave them alone. But then you had the two people. I think it was Joshua and Caleb. They came back and they said, man, let's go. Let's kick their butt. And they ripped their shirt off. And that's the way Reg and I was in the conference. We were like, let's go. We can do it right now. Because Reg like, when you coming up? And he was like, oh, slow down. Because that's the way we are. Because we know what we can do. We know that, hey, just get out the way. This is the time we need to strike. We're in the perfect time to strike right now because we're coming out of the economy got crushed. They crushed the economy, but it's getting ready to wake back up. And now is the time for us to make our strike and make our move. I talked to the churches and stuff around here. Some of the members. I told them, I said, they're giving away buildings down here, commercial property. They're giving it away. I can only buy so much. This is what I told them. I said, for the next 3 months, just take all your tithes and offerings and y'all combine them. Get 3 or 4 churches and y'all combine them and come down here and buy the rest of the buildings. And then we'll control them. How we're going to pay our rent and stuff on our buildings. First of all, don't pay it. break the rent. When you can buy your own building, and then once you buy your own building, you can go out and Slick like to say, go out and get you an acre of land, put you a metal building up somewhere. But if you buy the commercial property now and put businesses in it, you don't have to worry about jobs and stuff anymore. And then we could control everything that goes on downtown. Just make the sacrifice. All your tithes and offerings, the two or three churches come together and buy the rest of the property, and we will be a majority owner of property down here. But I can't get them to go. And I think it's going to be just like in the Bible. I think those guys, the older crowd, they're going to have to die off. They're not going to be able to make it to see the promised land because their mindset won't let them go. Like I was saying, with some of the teachers and some of and kind of like when we were talking to some of the elders and they kind of like the 10 people who came back and was talking about how big the giants were and why you couldn't do it and then Caleb and Joshua was telling them let's go. That's kind of what the older people are. The older people are the ones who constantly try to push you down and try to put you down into the paperwork. Like I was telling the guy, they're gonna get you trapped up in their paperwork. You ain't gonna be able to do anything trying to do paperwork and trying to get a grant. It ain't worth it trying to get no grant. You spend 2 years trying to get all the paperwork and everything they need to get you a grant when we can go get it right here. We can take $300. I can take those $300 and put the whole program together. We can take $300 and put that program together and be off and running. You don't need no grants. You don't need nothing from the government. And like I told you, you don't even need a building. Just find a parking lot outside and we can put a fence around it. Let's do it. So we can get these kids going. Because I'll be honest, we don't have much time to get this thing straight. We don't have much time to get it straight because what's happened, the corporations have figured out automation is one thing that's killing society. But the next thing they'll figure out, they don't need as many people after this pandemic. They don't realize they don't need as many people to do the work they need to do. They know how to use the technology now. So now you got automation and you got technology where you don't need as many people. They find out they can have one teacher and they can use the Zoom and they ain't got to build no schools. And one teacher can teach 4 or 5 different classrooms. And you ain't gonna have no janitor. All that stuff gonna get cut. You ain't gonna have no lunch room and none of that stuff. So if you got a problem where your kids won't eat because of cafeterias closed, I don't think they're going to go back. They're not going to be. They're going to say you need to fix your own kids' lunch and breakfast. So all that stuff, and if you hit the bottom end of it, you're going to catch it. So we only got a little bit of time, and so we have to get moving and strike now while the iron is hot. We're going to wait, and it's going to be too late, and you definitely going to be locked off. Because once this economy picks back up and things get moving again, if you hit the bottom, you ain't gonna be able to get off the bottom. You ain't gonna be nobody gonna be able to help you to get off the bottom. You're gonna be so far under, you're not gonna be able to get up off the bottom. And it's just gonna be a something that's you're gonna always be something just keep you where you can't progress. So you'll be locked in. If you born, you're gonna be like third world countries. If you born in a lower class, you ain't no way you're gonna get out of it. You're gonna be known as the untouchables and stuff. You're gonna be stuck in those third world class where you just the bottom of the barrel. And unfortunately for us as African Americans, I think they don't identify that we gotta be the ones that's stuck on the bottom of the barrel. So now's the time for us to get out. There ain't no such thing. You're gonna go and you're gonna get out here and you're gonna work your way back up through corporate America, the corporate ladder and stuff. They don't remove the ladder. It ain't happening. You're not gonna make enough money to do it. And that's another thing too. I want to tell everybody: the older people who buying the course and who are taking the course. I want to tell you all how proud you are. I am of you all. I've had maybe 4 or 5 people who have called me in the last 2 weeks. They're in their mid 60s or early 60s or 70s. They have bought the course and they're actually out here with their and doing appliance repair. And when I ask them why they're doing it, we're no longer being selfish thinking about ourselves anymore. They say they're doing it for their grandkids and stuff like that. Hey, I'm doing it. They bought it for this. I keep telling you all, but y'all don't believe me when I tell you all. Because of the school system and stuff, up until the kids are into their late 20s, early 30s, you can forget it. You're not going to compete against rap and NBA and football. You're not going to compete against it. You just can't do it. They've just been so programmed. So they don't. You can see the advantage of having this business and get it up and running. So they buy it for somebody in their early 20s or somebody coming right out of high school, the grandson, the nephew, the cousin. They buy it for them, and the guy just won't take advantage of it. He won't do it. And he said, and this I hear the same thing from each one of them. They wouldn't do it, so I went ahead and I started doing it myself, and I'm gonna run it until he until he get his head together. Then I'll pass it on to him. And I think that's so great that you all are making that sacrifice. Where when you're supposed to be in your retirement ages and stuff, that you all and some of you all I've talked to you all don't even have retirement right now. They don't even have retirement for themselves, but they're sacrificing themselves. Where they're saying, I'm doing this and I'm gonna build it up and hold it on to him till he can get his head together, and then he'll have something because he don't know what mistakes he's making right now. And that right there, I'm telling them, uh, they're so far ahead of where I was when I came into business. I came into business out of selfishness. I was just trying to make a living for, trying to pay the light bill and stuff with me. I wasn't thinking about my kids when I came into business. I was thinking like everybody else. My kids, they go to school and they'll figure it out. I got to make sure that I get mine. I got to make sure that I get this 5,000 square foot house. I want to have the Bentley, Ferraris. I wanted to do all of that stuff. That's why I was into business. But it changed. It changed when real entrepreneurs and stuff got to me, real mentors, where I realized it wasn't for me. It was for the next generation. And so with that, that's why I started making the sacrifices. I don't. You see, I don't drive the Ferraris and stuff like that. I could if I wasn't out here putting my money into all these buildings and building all this stuff. I would be able to buy a Ferrari pretty easy. If I was to have all my cash caught up and just have all my cash out, I would. I could easily buy a Ferrari and stuff, pay cash for it. But my money goes back into actually building for my kids and grandkids. Recently, I bought a little car just to get the scratch the itch of just driving fast and having some fun. But that car, it was cheap. It went for 17,000. It was cheap, but it's fast and fun. It's enough for me to have fun and don't break the bank or anything. So I have that. I have my little truck that I'm fixing up. Same thing. I have probably about 12,000 in that. So less than about 30,000. I have a pretty fast car that I can play around with, and I have a truck that I can drive down to the beach and mess around with, and still be able to continue building businesses and buying buildings and buying property and not messing up the nest egg for my kids and grandkids. And same thing, my wife and I, we talked about it several times about buying another house, but we're at the point now she don't want to be cleaning up. She said the house we got now too big. She don't want to be spent cleaning up, and we want to do a little bit more traveling and all that stuff. So we don't do that now. And plus now, what's your call? I'm 40. I'm 48 right now. So we gotta be realistic. I'm 48. Be 50 in 2 years. I'm more than halfway through my life. I got about 20, 25 more years of life left in me. So why in the world am I going to spend these last? If you don't do it in your early, and you don't do it in your 20s and 30s, by the time you get 40 and 50, forget about it. And now is the time to do it. So same thing. If you seeing people in their mid 50s and getting close to 60, talking about something they're gonna do in 10, 15 years, you better tell them they better hurry up and do it. Because I've seen when Father Time come knocking. Like my grandfather always told me, and it's so true. Once a man, twice a child. I've seen my father over 6'3", strongest man I ever seen in my life. To the point now where he has to have somebody actually change his diapers and stuff, and put him in the bed, put him in the bathtub. To the point where my mom tell him like she told us, until you eat all your food, you ain't going outside, because you're gonna go back to that state. You're gonna go back to that state. And if you're in your mid 50s and you talking about something you're gonna do 10, 15 years from now, you ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna have time to do it. You're just not gonna have time to do it. And when you get to your 50s, that's the time you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be coming out teaching. You're supposed to be taking all the knowledge and stuff that you have done up until that time, and you're supposed to be making sure that you're taking it back to the next generation to warn them, so they can get an early start. And then they get an early start. By the time they get to 50, they be twice as just like you all. Y'all got to jump to where I'm at 20 years. All right, if we go back and give that to those guys when they're in their early 20s, and keep working with them till they turn 30, and then 30 they get 20 years jump start, and so they go and get to where we're at, and they go back to the next generation. They have 50, 60 years head start than what we had, and that's the way you keep doing it. And that's why I keep telling them when I do stuff, I tell them I gotta record it, because I want to make sure that my kids and grandkids have this stuff. It's kind of like the pyramids. In the pyramids, we don't know what we have ideas now of what's happened because people have gone back there and looked at it. But it started off on the pyramids. They just drew on the wall, and it got all distorted. And then I think 100 years later, when they went back down a little further and started doing pyramids, they didn't draw. They actually started carving it into the rock, so you couldn't wash it off. So it would be there. But that's what this video thing is now. This video is to the point now where it won't be no question. My grandkids and kids will be able to go back and say, "Well, this was my grandfather done, and this is what he was talking about." And this is what we have to do. We have to document this thing, and we got to make it so that the kids and the next generation actually see the whole process. We can't just show them the finished cake. A lot of times that's what we want to do. We want to get everything up and running. I talked to several, like I said, I've been talking to several educators about putting appliance boot camp in, and they want to get everything clean and neat and present it to the kids. I was like, you don't do that. We need to start from the very bottom, where we gotta let them go through and pick out the name of their company. We gotta let them fill out the paperwork for the LLC. We gotta let them call and make the deal to go get the appliance. We gotta let them see all those parts. It ain't just, oh, I'm gonna put the LLC together. I'm gonna build. They gotta go build their lab. They need to touch that. Let them see how it feels to build that lab. They need to go out there and touch those appliances and buy them. They need to paint. You just don't want to get them and then present it out there to them to look good in front of the school board. You want to let them see all that stuff and what it goes into building that business. Because what happens, we only get to see the end product most of the time with businesses. And with the end product, we see all when it's clean. If I brought you into the ice cream parlor now and say, hey, I'll show you how to build an ice cream parlor, you'll say, man, this looks good. This is great. But if I take you back a year and you see me in there with dirt all in my head and busting out concrete and the roof caving in on me and all that, you not take you to a building now and I tell you this is your ice cream parlor, you're not going to be able to see it. You're going to say, no, I don't look like your ice cream parlor. Yours was given to you like that. You don't see the beauty of somebody giving you starting from the scratch and pulling it out the mud. So that's why we gotta let them see all of that, and we gotta document it. Just don't give it to them as a finished product. Let them go through all of it, so that way then they'll be able to recognize opportunity. Opportunity don't look like this. Don't look like this classroom look now. Opportunity don't look like the ice cream parlor look now. Opportunity look like those buildings I got down there when I go bomb and everybody start to tell me that I'm stupid, that you got stuck. Why you buy this? That's what opportunity looks like. And somebody who knows opportunity, when I walk them in there, they the ones that say, man, you got this for a steal. You good. You ready to go. When I took my one of my mentors in last week, he came down and we walked out there and looked. He couldn't believe it. He was like, man, you got it for how much you paid? I can't believe it. Y'all got this for a steal. He sees the opportunity. I see the opportunity. I see the work that's involved too, but he sees the opportunity. and he knows what we got, and I know what I got, and I go look at something like that. And so that's what we got to do. We got to be able to get our people to be able to see opportunity. Right now, we have so much opportunity right here in front of us. We have the opportunity to go into our community because it's dirt cheap. Go into our communities and start to rebuild them. Start buying up these old commercial properties and stuff, building them up. Because what happens, remember, wealth goes in a cycle. And right now we're at the technologies, we're at the information age, and after leaving the information age, it's going back to the to the natural resources, raw goods. So it'll be back at the property. So that's why you want to be back at the property thing. You can't play catch up. We can't catch up with the information age. By the time we caught up, we don't move. So you want Dr. Claude Anderson tell us we need to move to the next space on the board. Next space on the board is going to be the natural resources again. So that's why now you're moving towards the property because it's cheap to get it now. Everybody now is talking about the information age. Nobody wants to own a business. Everybody now, I want to do something on YouTube. I want to make a course. That's what they want to do. They don't want to do the hard work of doing a business because a business is hard. It is hard. You all know that. They don't want to do that. They want to be able to come on YouTube, make a video, cut the butt, cut the monkey a little bit, and get somebody to get some views and watch them. But eventually, this YouTube stuff is going to go. YouTube is not going to keep paying you money to put the stuff up. And after a while, they're going to start to say, we got enough content, and they're going to start doing like everybody else. They're going to pick, and they're doing it now, picking and choosing the losers. And then people will be crying, why I can't get my YouTube check? Because you didn't take the money that when YouTube, right now, YouTube is giving us a lot of money to come on here and to build up their platform. Our job, I ain't going to say that. My job is to take their YouTube money and go put it into something, into buildings, and something tangible that I can touch, a raw good that they can't take away from me. So if I go buy that, I take their YouTube money, I go there and buy a building, and I put an ice cream parlor in their business, in their building. I got time for the ice cream parlor to grow. I don't need it to be out there. I don't need it to be out there making so much money right now to support my family. I got 4 or 5 businesses that support my family. I need the ice cream parlor to actually get his legs up on it and keep growing to the point where when I'm ready to go start picking some apples off of it, it'll be there ready to produce. So I don't need it now. I got time to give it time to grow. That's growing for my son. And so now I got business. I'm going to put the other one for my daughter. So I got time to put that together and let it grow and get up to the point where when she needs it, it'll be ready to go. So that's what you do. And then if if YouTube don't hurry up and do something to me now, well, they can't hurt me now. I don't get no money off of YouTube, but they start charging. I'm pretty sure they're going to eventually start to charge you to come on here to talk and to keep all this data. But if it gets to a point, if they don't really make a bad something a drastic change before the end of the year, I'll be bulletproof. By the time I finish that next building, I'm bulletproof. There's nothing they can do to hurt me. Anybody be able to do to hurt me by the end of the year, and I'll be out of it. I'll be totally out the rat race. So if they're gonna make a change, you tell them they better hurry up and do it before December 31st. December 31st is I plan to be like Thanos. I'm gonna have all the rings, all the stones, and then I'll be bulletproof. And I can just move on and do what do whatever it is that I want to do the next thing coming on. And like I say, the only way I'm able to do this is through appliance repair. Appliance repair kicks off enough cash for me to do it, and it's the foundation that I built all of my businesses on. Appliance repair right now is still paying for me to do this. Appliance repair is paying for me to do this. It's still the bread and butter. I'm paying for my appliance repair. Thank God. I posted. I made another $2,000 deposit into my daughter's college fund. So I got $4,000 now. I got $16,000 to go. I want to get 1 year of her college tuition paid up before the end of August. But because of appliance repair, I'm able to pay cash flow and pay cash for my kids of college, and I'm doing it that way. Where I could easily just take some funds and move it over. But I want to show you all that it's possible to do it. If I come here and I just grab $16,000, $20,000 cash and say, oh, here goes my daughter's college fund, you all wouldn't think that was possible. I got $20,000 in cash. Mike Sneed was lucky. He started his appliance repair 20 years ago, so he got the luck of time on his hand. My daughter is getting ready to go to school this semester coming up, and I ain't saved no money. But no, I'm doing it from scratch, just like you all. Where I'm going out and I'm doing those those two compressors, and those two compressors is what I'm paying my daughter's college with, and I'm sure that you all could do it too. You just take the course, and you want to be able to pay cash for your kids to go to school, you can do it and won't be a burden on you. And just showing you that you can do it. And the businesses and stuff that I'm showing you all to do, it's not some business that's going to be totally far fetched that you can't do. I'm showing you how you actually save the money up, how you actually get it up and running, and how you put it there. And that's what I want to do. I don't want y'all to admire me. I don't, because like I say, Mike Sneed do some crazy stuff, and I don't want to disappoint anybody. So I don't want nobody to be admiring me. I want you all to see that what I'm doing, you all can do it too. Could I go out here and just maybe just pay and buy some franchise business to throw out in one of my buildings, and pay a bunch of contractors to go and fix them up and all that? Yeah, I could do that. But it would actually, one thing, it'll kill my nest egg, and also I wouldn't be able to have, I wouldn't have peace of mind. I like having a buffer of cash to give me peace of mind. I make better decisions when I'm not stressed for cash. I'm stressed for cash. I start doing something crazy. I go pawn something or sell something off. But because I'm not stressed for cash, I can make better decisions. I don't have to rush anything. So I want to show you all how to have that too, that delayed gratification, where you don't have to have it right now. You just take your time, and it's coming. Like I say, with Jeff and I done it, it took a year, and we made it. And this whole town has turned around. We took the town that was totally dead. The business owners here. It wasn't just Jeff and I. All of the business owners, they came together, came and took a town that was totally dead. I mean, the town was dead, and we brought it back to life to the point now where people can't find parking sometime on the streets during the day. And a year ago, you could have found a car going down the street in the middle of the day. Now you can't find parking, and everybody's talking about this little town that we're getting here. And so I want to show you that it is possible to turn it around. You can take a town that's what's it called, underserved, and you can turn it. You can turn it. You can turn it. You don't have to. We haven't got no money from no government. No money from no government, and no officials. They gave us not one penny. We've done this from our businesses and our money. We put them together, and I want to show you all that you all can do it too. You don't have to have no write up for no grant or nothing like that. You're a business owner. You the kings. You the queens. You get to determine what grows here, what doesn't grow here. That's totally up to you. And that's what I wanted to show you all when I'm doing these courses, when I'm putting together these businesses and stuff. I want to show you all that you are in control. That nobody can tell you what to do, what you can't do. I'm gonna read a little bit of the comments, and then we're gonna get out of here. I went a little long-winded because I've been having a lot going on the last couple of days. I got to come here and purge myself. And like I said, if you want to do this too, buy the course. Buy the course. It's very reasonably priced. You can get in for $99 and just pay $99 a month. You get access to everything. So just buy the course, and you can be on the same road. And just think, if you buy the course and you got a son that, or a daughter, or a nephew, or grandson that might not be on the right track right now, you buy the course and do like the gentlemen that I talked to the last couple of days. You go ahead and get it built up, and have it there waiting on him. So when he do come get his mind back together, you ain't gotta you will have something that you can give him. So you don't have to get his mind back together, and he's ready to do right. And then you tell him, go down there and fill out this resume, and then all the stuff he done while he was doing wrong pops back up and reminds him of all the bad stuff he done, and he can't get a job. And then he go back to the bad stuff he was doing. You want to go ahead and get it built up for him, have it waiting for him when he get his head together or her head together. You can give them something. You can give them a job, and that's a great feeling. I was talking to my daughter. My daughter's getting ready to get out of high school, and she was talking about coming to work, and we talked about what her responsibility is going to be, and what she's going to be doing this summer, what I expect from her and stuff. And that's great to be able to have that with your kids, knowing that they come to work for you, and they're going to be working with the family business. That's great stuff. All right. Hey, how you doing, BK from the Rockies? He was here early. Hey, how you doing, Greg B? Once again, thanks for hooking me up with Chris Stokes, man. I appreciate that. All right, good tech. Hey, how you doing? Tackle, what's up, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? Quentin Hodge. Hey, Mike and fam. Elgin Washington. What's up? Hey, how you doing? Jay Real. Hey, how you doing? Xavier Mollett. Hidden Colors too. Great movie. Even better words by Doctor Anderson. Okay, I have to check it out. I have to check it out. Yeah, that's the first time I got introduced to Dr. Claude Anderson, and like I say, I've been trying to practice when he put that shit. If it works, it works. It works. Everything he said works. All right. Hey, how you doing, Paul Brown? All right. Hey, what's going on, ABC Ken? All right. King K, what's good, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? Tone Braxton. As soon as I heard Chris Stokes' name, I out. Uh, okay. Don't know what that means. Yeah, why is that? Okay. What's up, Mike and chat? Hey, how you doing? Uh, thanks, ABC Ken. Damn, coach, you have a way of making us feel empowered for real. Thanks. I appreciate that. I don't know. I want to go back to that comment that what he just said. Uh, that's one of the things that we have to do. We gotta. I don't know. I don't have no problem with Mr. Stokes. Disinformation file. I don't have no problems with Mr. Stokes. He's out there, and if you look at, he's one of the first course creators that started out here. I just started talking to him. I don't know him personally, but we had a conversation today. But you don't throw people away. For us, for this country to be so like Christians and religious people, y'all don't practice any of that stuff that y'all claim to be. This country, even though you're dollar bills, you don't practice any of that stuff you claim to be. Uh, if you have an issue, just call him up, and he seems very easy to talk to today. Call him up. I'm more than sure he would talk to you about what issue you got going on. But we got to get to a point where you can't throw people away for nothing. And that's one of the reasons why I tell y'all, man, please don't please don't idolize me, because Mike Sneed, like I told you, Mike Sneed likes to get into the fuckery sometimes. And I'll say this: I told y'all one time, appliance repair made a man out of me. Appliance repair, but appliance boot camp, y'all making a great husband and father out of me. Because I'm telling you all, y'all making a great husband and father out of me. My wife's gonna really love you all, because that's what I want to do stuff that's crazy. I do something. If I want to cut the edge a little bit, I have to think, man, if something happened and it brings bad light upon an appliance boot camp, all of you all will be let down and stuff. And man, I'm telling you all, man, y'all making a great husband and a great father out of me. I would hate if somebody would just all the good that so-called things I've done in the past. I would hate that all that get thrown away because of one simple slip people have. Everybody makes slip up, and then too, when you're out here when you're out here putting a business together, just think how many times uh, 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 we all in appliance repair. Just think how many times you done made a boo boo or with a customer, and the customer was dissatisfied with you. But appliance repair forgave you, and you was able to come back and start your business new. How many times I don't know how many times I done went up here and rededicated myself back to appliance repair. More of that times than a crackhead and rededicate their life to church. I come back all the time. I have to rededicate myself to appliance repair, and that's and this industry has never shunned me and threw me away. So I wouldn't just just say I'm out because of that. You stick with the brother, stick with him. And sometimes you have to give people time to grow. A lot of times when we're doing stuff that's new, We're the first ones to do them. You're gonna take all the heat. You're gonna catch all the heat being the first one doing it. So give him. He broke it in, and I commend him for that. For us to build upon it and go further. All right. Hey, how you doing, DCNL? All right. Hey, what's going on? They got some networking going on. Uh, hey, how you doing, Satra Atron? Okay, Sneak. Okay, hey, how you doing, my apps? Razor Terry. Hey, Mike and ABC File. Yes, sir, Mike. It's a perfect storm. I'm going up there tomorrow. I will FaceTime you when I get there, but I will text you when I'm on my way up there. Okay, thanks, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Yeah, he's gonna go up there and look at the school. I appreciate it. Jay Real, what's up? Salute to Grandmaster Mike and ABC fan. All right, all right. They got networking going on. Okay. They got some going on there. That's good. Yeah, hit the like button if you don't mind. Yo yo, what's up, Wild Will? Okay. Facts. Started this while I'm young. I'm 28. Wanted to leave something for my three daughters, and so on. Generation. Well, yeah. See, that's the thing. You all are not coming into appliance repair, coming into business ownership, trying to be selfish like me. I wanted the money and the cars and all that stuff. That's why I was doing it. I wasn't thinking about nothing for my kids. When I first got in, I was thinking like everybody else. I got mine, they'll get theirs. That's what my thing was. But I'm glad somebody got to me and changed that mindset to me to actually go. And that's the thing too. Um, we have to constantly build each other up. Because what happens, we get tore down. If I'm the only person out here doing well, and if I slip and fall, that's everything. I'm the only person that got any money, and everybody looking at me because I'm the only person that got any money. But now all of y'all got money. All of y'all got money, and all of y'all got businesses, and all of y'all know how to create businesses. So regardless of what, regardless of what, this thing is on and running. Everybody know how to start. All of you all know how to start an appliance repair business. All of you all know that I see so many times when somebody pop up and they say, "I'm not getting any calls." I ain't gotta say nothing. You all jump right in and y'all can tell them exactly what's wrong with their business. Y'all asking the right questions. How much you charging? Y'all can diagnose somebody appliance repair business and get them on the right track. And that's the way it should be. I shouldn't just be the only one that know how to run an appliance repair business. Some of you all know how to run appliance repair businesses better than I do right now because you all have been running businesses to running somebody else's business at a high level with a lot of moving parts, and then it's like y'all been playing Madden on Madden, and now you came down to the amateur thing. Y'all kicking butt, and I never played on the Madden level, so y'all been playing on the Madden level. Then you come back into the amateur level, and y'all say, "Man, this is easy stuff. It's easy to come here and kick butt here." So you all are doing a lot better than I am. All right, they network, and like I say, and see this is what you do. The guy said he was out because of one name. Look at here, you got ABC Ken and Mr. Mechanical. They networking. They ain't coming in. They coming here to listen. But business deals get done in this thing, and you running out because of one thing that you don't like. You can't be like that. You missing out on business deals. These guys are. They got. He said gonna holler at them. He got something for. They doing business deals in here, and you missing out on all of that. All right. This is real talk. Thanks. Uh, Will, so he wants lots of babies and grandchildren. Yep, no doubt. There you go. They got going on. BK from the Rockies. Academia wants a nice, clean, easy curriculum, but life isn't like that. They always miss the point, unfortunately. Yeah, they do. They gotta have a way to sell it, and yeah, it is. But like I say, it's nothing like that when running a business. And to me, this is the part that I like. I like to go there and catch that building in total disarray and fix it and put those kids in it and see them start making money and turn it. I like that. When you get to a point where everything's fixed and it's running and you just running the day to day of it, that's when it gets boring. It's the putting it together part that I love. And that's the thing too. I took me a break for a couple of weeks, but I'm starting back on my other buildings, And I can't. Now I'm energized, ready to get back in it. For one, the weather has changed, so that makes it a lot better. And spring is coming, and I feel energized to go because everything's growing. But I can't wait to get in there and start working. All right, facts, Mike. All right, let's see. Man, we got something going on. Yeah, okay. Hey, Mike, I have a few questions for you. Is there email I can email? Yeah, I'll put my email right here. Like snapping fingers, bo. Nah, I'll be able to stand on the sideline and talk a lot of junk, and won't be able, nobody be able to hurt me. Hey, how you doing, Donnie Madden? Okay, I was in green. I feel like speaking straight to me. Laugh out loud. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Hey, how you doing? Because we don't read. Oh, he said, man, I just ripped one up. I got mailbox money today too. I just ripped it up. Yeah, Dr. Hudson book Autonomics is a must. Yeah, here you go right here. If you haven't seen it, yeah, this is a great book. Hey, how you doing, Gabe? Wash and dry money. Good to see you, man. All right, we got Ed. Hey, how you doing? Crawford Appliance Repair. Hey, Mike, I just got EPA certified. Congratulations, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Mike Lee, consider having your future college students take the business courses at her future college. I bet she's going to teach the professors a bunch. Now she's going into medicine. She's not going to she's not going she'll be a business owner, but she's going into medicine. Unfortunately, I just don't trust a lot of the doctors and stuff. And I told my wife I need my daughter or my son or granddaughter or something become doctors before I start trusting what the doctors say. Just too many people I see in some of these poor areas. You know, I never knew anybody growing up, and we ate food. I guess they say it's the food or whatever. I never known no person be on dialysis growing up. Now I go back home, the whole community on dialysis, and I just don't think that's fair. And it's just hurting us and nobody else, but the poor, a lot of the poor whites and the poor blacks, they on dialysis. They got three dialysis centers in a town that probably ain't got 15,000 people in it. And they got grandkids. They got the grandfather, the mom, the daughter, and the grandkids going to house everybody on dialysis. Greg Big Mike, have you ever misdiagnosed something? Yeah, all the time. All the time. You misdiagnose something. Yeah. Just hey, I missed it, and it comes right back. As long as you stick with it, the customers will stick with you. Just the way it is. Some of the stuff you can't diagnose correctly because the tech sheet said change this board. If that don't work, then change that one. You know, he started looking at communication errors. It's almost impossible unless you got an oscilloscope. And then still you need to know what the code is looking for. If they don't tell you what signals the codes are looking for, you can't read it. And you still wouldn't be able to read it even with an oscilloscope unless you can isolate it down. Depends. These going back into engineering. You would need access to isolate certain chips and to turn certain chips on and off. So unless you're doing it on like a standalone tester or something, it'd be almost impossible. So that's why they say change this board. If that don't work, then change that one. So yeah, you just tell them worst case scenario, and if you misdiagnose something, I don't charge them any different. I don't charge them any more labor. And if the part that supposedly was the bad part is cheaper, the part if that repair was cheaper than why I quoted the first time, then I give them the refund the difference. Have you ever met Sheldon the box truck coach? No, I haven't. I just started to reach out to people. I'm reaching out to the people within our community first. The appliance repair people that I don't know. a lot of the older people who've been in the game for a long time. I've met them and talked to them at the Ashleys and stuff like that. But the people who haven't been to the Ashleys and stuff, I'm reaching out to them. Like I met Brandon last year, first time face to face. I've spoken to him on the phone many times with TML. Um, I've talked to Mike Check several times on the phone, and we chatted back and forth. But I never met him face to face. I would like to meet Mike Check. I am gonna meet Mike Check. Matter of fact, TMM is having an anniversary celebration in August. That's my daughter. It's right around my daughter's birthday, but I hope I can get down there for that. I'm gonna try to go down there and support him for that. But I would like to meet them. I had never met Chris Stokes. I've heard from him, I heard about him, but I had never talked to him personally. That's why I reached out and talked to him. I want to get to meet all those guys. Right. Warren Davis, I sold 5 compressor jobs and I never done one yet myself. I'm ready to do my first before a week is out. Never thought it would come so soon. Okay, there you go. All right. There you go. You ready to get that slick and DCNF money. Yep. Yep. Mike, these people can't tell me you ain't telling the truth. Broke down my numbers from jobs the other week. I know I'm making more money than a doctor and way less time. Yeah, you are. You are. And that's what some people. That's why some people don't. I saw earlier. It was yesterday that in another group, some people felt guilty about that. It was like, man, we make all this money for a couple hours worth of work, and somebody else only make this amount of money for a couple hours of work. Um, and but you all do a lot. You all do a lot. You all do a lot, and this right here is a great field. I can't say it enough. It's a great field to be in. Frank Evans, Mr. Stokes is a really cool guy, and everybody has their own way of doing things. Plenty of ways to get into a house other than the front door. Yeah, it is. Um, I don't have. I don't have. He's a great guy. Today was the first time I talked to him. Great guy. I can't wait to meet him face to face. Greg B. Chris is a great guy. He helped me out a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Great guy. Veracity Cash. Hey, what's going on? Greetings, Mike. Have you heard of David Never Sleeps YouTube channel? To have him interview you and expose appliance repair boot camp alumni to the mass. Yeah, I actually like his. I actually like his podcast. With I would like to get on to a lot more mainstream ones. Um, but like I said, right now we only got about maybe 6,000, maybe 7,000 um, uh, 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 subscribers. So with me, I have to get vetted and get a little bit more because they wouldn't get nothing out of me. I would get a lot from being on there. They wouldn't get nothing from me being on there. And if I go there and I say something bad, then they'll what you call they will it could hurt their channel. So a lot of times some of the bigger channels they want you to get a little bit get you vetted a little bit more because they want to protect their platform, and I understand that, especially if that's their main way of making their money, generating their cash. They have to protect that. So with that, I can understand. So I have to get a little bit more subscribers. I'm at the point now. I don't even care. I don't even care about getting a lot of subscribers. I don't care about getting on larger things because we're at the point now. I'm gonna be honest. One of the things I'm looking at over top, I'm looking at putting maybe. I've been thinking really hard of turning mines into like a dorm room. One of my buildings at the top instead of doing apartments, turning it into a dorm room for the kids coming out of high school and stuff like that. You be able to say, be able to get kids to come here for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and if I can get those kids here for 2 or 3 weeks, get the parents to pay when the kids come 2 or 3 weeks, and then we have over 1,000 people that actually taken the course. I don't know how many TMM have, but I'll maybe talk to him get a sense of how many people he had taken the course. Um, See how many people maybe Samurai has. Just look around, and just say, hey, if I can get these kids coming straight out of high school and then bring them here for like 3 weeks and teach them appliance repair, I can start providing subs for you all. They'll have some place to go. And I know I know they be vetted, and I'll make sure that we got people right now all across the country that can hire people. So now we can truly bring kids in, get them trained, and they go back out and they can get a good paying job and with somebody who actually would teach them and let them grow into their trade. So now we're at the point we're becoming pretty much self-sustained, where we don't really need a lot of people growing us. We can provide jobs. You all need subs, so I can when I get to a point where they start to die off and we're not getting as many people coming in for the business part, then I just switch up and start making text for you all and whatnot. Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, they were comparing us to a housekeeper. Yeah, that's what they were comparing us to. Yeah, yeah. They go Wild Will. Uh, hey, how you doing, Johnny Ware? All right, ain't seen you in a while. Okay, what's going on? Miles, are you still going to do the Turbo Chef video? Yeah, I got about 4 or 5 videos that I've edited that I haven't put out yet. I got that. I got the QuickBooks. I got another video with Workiz. I got about 4 or 5 videos I need to put out. Thanks for reminding me. I'll let that go. The only reason I don't not put out videos, I try to do them when I don't have a class coming up and stuff. 'Cause it generates a lot of phone calls when the videos come out. So I try to have maybe a month to release videos when I don't have classes coming up because it generates a lot of releasing the video generates a lot of behind the scenes work for me. So I try to pace it out. Mike, you mentioned that an appliance repair company started that they wanted you to stop exposing the appliance repair business due to them getting competition for another company. Wow. Yeah, it was that was a guy. He didn't like us bringing so many people in because no, you have to think. You know just think how many you know how much work you're getting right now in your field. Just right now alone how many people, how much work you're getting, Mister O, over in the Richmond area, and that's with Mister E Appliance in your area. That's with Chris Ames. I think TK is out there. I think Cody is out there. And those you got 4 or 5 people out of in the Richmond area just out of appliance boot camp, and y'all still are swamped. Now y'all weren't there 2 years ago. So just think how much work that person was getting 2 years ago. He's still getting a lot of work, but the fact that you constantly seeing people coming in, coming in, coming in, that you start to get worried. Even though it don't slow down, but just think how much work and job security you had for years and years to come. If you were the only one there, and you were the only one there for 10, 15 years, for 15, 20 years, I didn't want no new appliance repair company coming in this area. On any competition I have, I created it. So when I first got started, I think it was Bo's Appliance and Mike's Appliance. Mike Appliance, I think, in Cary, he's gone. Stewart Appliance, he's gone. He was the only one in Clayton when I was here. He's gone now. Andy retired. See who else? Danny Boast. I don't know if Danny Boast still doing it, but all those guys were older. When I got into appliance repair, they were old, and they were gone, and I was here by myself, and you could pick and choose. And you just had the phone. Just think how the phone rings. Now the phone rings from 9 to 5, nonstop. But then your phone rings 24 hours a day, nonstop. I mean, it rang, and then we had the fax machine too. So, like now for America Home Shield, this was before everybody had email and stuff. they were fax over your work orders. And just think, all night that fax machine just come and work orders, beep beep, and just print. You was having to buy ink and having to buy paper so much, and you got to the point that we had to actually put the fax machine upstairs in a I put it in the office away from everybody, so you didn't have to hear it. And it just the fax machine just came all day. That's how they used to communicate to you through fax. And it just the fax machine just went all day long from everybody. And so all this stuff just it was gravy. It's still gravy. But just think if you was here 15 years ago, you didn't have nobody here but you. How many people be calling you, and whatnot? People. What's his name? Who was here last week? Who came up here? Oh, Humble Leader came up here last weekend, and he had a sign on his car, and he stopped at Walmart, and somebody wanted him to come do a service call while he was at Walmart. That's the way it used to be. It used to be. It's still like that. But I'm talking about. It used to be. You pull up to a traffic light, they follow you, and they will follow your truck or your van and say, "Can you come to my house? I can't find anybody. I'm gonna just follow me, or I'll wait for you to finish. I'm right around the corner." And they will. You come back out to the person's house, they'll be parked out there waiting for you to follow them. Now that's how it used to be. 15 years ago, it was and it was just it was and still great. Now I'm glad you all came, because y'all have eased it up some, whereas now it's still not manageable, but it's somewhat manageable. So a lot of people that don't like to see people come in, they want to keep it all to themselves. Uh, yeah, that's okay. Warren Davis, I want them to think I'm a low wage. I still get tips after the blue book, right? Yeah, a lot of times they don't know that you're they don't know that you what's them called they don't know that you own the business. I used to get that all the time. I leave. Um, I used to get that all the time. I would leave, and I get halfway down the road. I get a phone call, and they ask me, "Can I speak to Mr. Sneed?" I'd be like, "This is he." I just want to tell you that boy you sent to my house, he was really good. You sent him every time. I'd be like, "Okay, I'll let him know." All right, thank you. I used to get that all the time. I used to get that all the time. All right, change your diet: sugar, regular flour, and bread, of course. I heard sugar and stuff, of course. I guess you're talking to me. I'm trying to change my diet. I'm trying to get better. So. Hey, what's up, man? WWHVAC. Man, I appreciate you, man. If you hadn't subscribed to WWHVAC, please go over to his website and subscribe on his YouTube channel. If you want to know about seal systems and refrigeration, that's the place to go. Yeah, I really appreciate it, man. You joining in. I'm actually signing up to go get my HVAC license and to take the test in another state. I actually sent the paperwork over. I hope I can get approved to take it. And I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. All right. He said he just finished a 20-mile bike ride, hour and 9 minutes. Wow. Bike took me in all the way on the head. Great content as always. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right. Good evening, Mike. What appliance trade organization should I join? I like USA. They also have PSA, PSA also, and then you got MSA, Marcone. Um, so I would say read up on all of them, and from there decide which one's best for you. I'm not, I can't make the decision. You find out which one's best for you. Um, but I like US. I've gone to all of them. I haven't been to an MSA. I'll take that back. I've never been to an MSA thing. I was going to the one in Vegas this past year, but it got canceled. But I've been to USA and I've been to PSA. I've been to both of theirs. I've been more to USA. I went to PSA, and I usually go there because they have a test that you can take to become a master certified technician, and you get a little patch to put on your actual uniform. And I went there for that to take the test to become a master certified technician, and I became a master certified technician, so I can have that patch on my uniform and whatnot. So, but yeah, they have that when you go to their national conference, they have a room where you can go take the test. So But that's good. But all of them's good. And like I say, go to all of them. The Ashley's, I think, is one of the. They might have more members, and their Ashley's have USA have more members than younger demographics, from what I've seen between them and PSA. But all of them was very welcoming to me. Um, far as MSA, I've never been to their national convention, but I'll check it out. And that's put on by Marcom. All right, yeah, everybody, yeah, WWHVAC, man. Yeah, check out his videos. Great videos. Great videos. If you want to know, and very inspirational too. He makes me get back in the truck from time to time. Not seeing him out there doing those service calls, and it makes me think, man, I need to just be back by myself and just do service calls by myself and don't have no subs. Because it's like he having such a great life and just going out there doing repairs and stuff. So I look at his videos, and that from time to time that make me think I want to get subs. I get rid of subs and just go out there by myself. But I thank God for my subs, because if it weren't for the subs, I wouldn't be able to do the have the freedom that I do have. And I'm down now to just two subs. No, I think I ain't gonna think. I know that's all I'm gonna deal with is just the two subs, for me going forward, because I don't have the capacity to do anymore. If my daughter decides that she wants to go further with it and she wants to add in more subs and stuff, I would let her do that. But for me, just two subs is all I need to keep moving. Okay. Oh man, I'm sorry, young lady. I didn't look at the clock. I went too far. It's 9:22. I want to thank everybody for actually joining in and watching the actual course. What I say course, good lord, joining in, watching the actual broadcast. If you hadn't already, go out and purchase the course, Appliance Bootcamp. That course right now, like I said, you can get in for $99. We also you can get the hands-on. The hands-on is 1500. And you in the hands-on, you get to come here live to our actual training center. Otherwise, if you want to, if you know how to use a screwdriver or a pair of pliers, you don't need to come to the actual hands-on. But you can actually do just the online. The online, you can do it for $99 a month, or you can do it for a one-time cost of $850. I want to thank everybody again for tuning in. Um, like I said, we got a hands-on coming up this weekend. Can't wait to meet you all. And I'm trying to plan out the actual programs a little better. But what happens, I talk to you all. People call me throughout the day, so I start off today thinking I know what I'm going to talk about on Thursday. And by the time Thursday comes, I had so many conversations, and people calling me throughout the day that my mind is somewhere totally totally different than what I thought I was going to talk about. I just leave, like those old preachers say, I let the spirit lead me. So wherever my mind is at, not I usually know maybe 15 20 minutes before I go in and do it, because I always get phone calls, and these phone calls be the best phone calls in the world, where I'm talking to people, and they lead me where I'm going to with this program. So I love to get plan them out a little bit more, but I know it's going to change, because whenever I get there, if I try to talk about something that I'm forcing it's gonna come off as force, and my mind not gonna be there. It's gonna be where the state that I'm currently in, and it's good because you get to see what we do actually as business owners. This is it's not nobody just coming out here and playing around and just acting like we're doing business. We're actually doing business here, and you all too. I was telling the guy earlier today, you know, for you all, I don't know, still don't realize that you all know. Y'all keep telling me my impact. I don't think you all realize the impact and what you all are doing. When you all are just putting a business together right here in front of everybody, and so everybody can see it and touch it, and it's paying y'all bills. And man, just I want to talk about the end of quarter celebration. That's what I thought I was going to talk about tonight. I hope I can get you there and do it Thursday. But to see you all with y'all celebrating and seeing, you know, I wasn't posting my thing, but my wife wanted to get new doors and stuff. But I saw everybody posting about the end of quarter celebration, man. That's a great feeling. That's a great feeling to see all those people celebrating in the quarter, taking the wives out and being able to go buy stuff and have fun. Ah, man, that's a great feeling. I really felt good watching those posts and looking at those pictures. The people who called, people who sent me private pictures of them out on the islands and stuff. I I really love to see that, man, because it is great. It is great. I'm just be glad when we get back to normal and I can get out the states again because I got cabin fever and I'm going crazy. I need to go somewhere. I need to go somewhere fast. If I'm go, I probably just go behind my house and camp out for a day or two. I gotta do something. But once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll be talking to you all later. If you want to buy the course so you can kind of join us on our journey of entrepreneurship, it's in the description. Thank you.